You've seen uDoIt Coatings video on patching. In this video, we will cover a uniform stain application. If you know that you would like to do a mottled application instead, please move on to the next video in this playlist. Prior to staining and depending upon your project's needs, the concrete has been cleaned with degreaser, etched, possibly patched and cleaned again, and the project area has been protected if needed with masking materials such as drop cloths, plastic, paper, and tape. Step number 3. Staining. uDoIt Coatings Decorative Concrete Stain is available in 9 standard colors and can be purchased in half-gallon increments. This gives our customers the most flexibility and cost savings. Each half-gallon unit of stain will cover approximately 200 square feet. Coverage rates vary. For a uniform application, simply apply an even layer of stain throughout the whole project. Feel free to create patterns by using multiple stain colors on different sections of your project. Most exterior project areas have joints in the concrete that can serve as a natural starting and stopping point for different sections of color. For a uniform stain application, the best applicator we've found is an 8-inch stain application brush, which is available at uDoItCoatings.com under the Products tab and Extras submenu. Its super absorbent bristles soak in up to 1 pound of stain and hold it so that it doesn't drip. Using a 2-inch brush is handy for edge work. Since it is best to use the stain on damp concrete, you can apply it immediately after rinsing away the Eco Prep and Clean. If you apply the stain later, make sure the concrete is still clean and re-wet it. Damp concrete prevents the stain from streaking and pushes it deeper into the pores of the concrete. For this reason, it is a good idea to lightly mist each area with water right before applying the stain. To begin, shake the uDoIt Coatings Decorative Concrete Stain and pour into a clean 3 or 5 gallon bucket. Then dip the stain application brush directly into the bucket. On larger jobs, use joints in the concrete as a guide and apply stain to only one section at a time. Be careful not to get this product on areas you are not ready to stain. If you do, simply spray the spot with water. Keep the stain bucket close to your work area. This user-friendly stain is not sensitive to the direction of application. A nice, easy back-and-forth motion with long strokes ensures an even layer of stain, which naturally flows into the pores of the concrete. Do not let the stain puddle. At times, this stain may appear to have streaks, which is normal and will not be a problem as long as the concrete remains damp. Use a brush or sponge to apply stain into the joints and edges of the concrete. Realize that stain will have a tendency to run on vertical surfaces, so use less stain and work it into the concrete. It is a good idea to have a spray bottle filled with water and a clean rag nearby while staining. If you accidentally get this stain where you don't want it, immediately spray it with water and wipe with a clean rag. It is best to stain your entire project at once. However, if you must stop on a small project, feather the edges and spray them with water before leaving. This will help you tie in the remaining stain when you return. On larger projects, simply stop at a joint in the concrete. Once the first coat of stain is dry, apply more layers of stain, if desired, to create a deep, uniform color. It is not necessary to wet the concrete when applying additional layers of stain. Typically, the uDoItCoatings.com Material Estimator will allow for at least 2 thin coats of stain based on the square footage of your project. Old exterior concrete can be very porous and may require slightly more stain than estimated. If your project will have a border, wait until the stain is dry and paint in the border. Then proceed to step number 4, sealing. Later, replace baseboards if needed. Border instructions are found at uDoItCoatings.com under the Library tab. When the stain and optional border is dry and is exactly the way you like, proceed to step number 4, sealing. Next up, uDoIt Coatings video on a mottled stain application, or skip this video if doing a uniform stain effect instead.